I was invited to a party. It was a Saturday night, and at the time of this story, I was aggressively single. Now, before I tell this story, I should really define what being aggressively single means. So for those who don't know, when you're just single, all it means is that you don't have a boo. Maybe you just broke up with someone, maybe you're a bachelor, it doesn't matter, as long as you still have hope that your situation will someday change. On the other hand, when you're aggressively single, you probably sleep in a race car bed and make shitty YouTube videos. Now, I won't deny, at the beginning of the party, I was aggressively single. But on that fateful day, I told myself, stehlio, by the end of this night, you will be single no longer. I did everything right. The day of the party, I brushed my teeth, I wore a clean shirt, I even brought my friend Simon and my sister Steely at a wingman for me. I had everything in its place. Now, all I had to do was find a girl. I'm just gonna breeze over the first half of the story just because it's pretty uninteresting. All you need to know is I spent those first 2 hours dancing, scoping out girls, and subsequently getting rejected by them. It was a pretty typical night. What wasn't typical was my confidence, which was weirdly unshaken, even after 3 girls told me that my fly was down. Why was I so confident? Because I was with Simon. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you'd know that Simon's always been there for me, and we've been through a lot together. And before the party started, Simon and I came up with this ingenious system in order to woo girls into liking us. Simon was the initiator. He'd scope out a girl or two, walk up and introduce himself. Then he'd try and get a conversation going. You know, what's your name, what's your bra size, whatever dudes ask girls, I don't know. Once he got them talking, that's when I came in. I'd go up and say, "Hey, I was looking everywhere for you." "Oh, who are you?" And boom, we were in. It was a flawless system, if I do say so myself. See, 2 dudes approaching a girl, now that's intimidating. But 1 dude at a time? That's just good manners. So about halfway through the party, I spot Simon talking to a couple girls across the room. And I'm like, oh boy, it's showtime. I walk over and go, "Hey, I was looking everywhere for you." "Oh, who are you?" Simon introduced the 2 girls as Laura and Kennedy, and they were both very single. So we talk for a bit, and as the conversation is going, I start to notice Laura kinda eyeing up Simon a little bit. Huh, interesting. After a while, they start to have their own little conversation. I look back at Kennedy and, well, she was 5'2", so she was craning her neck up to look at me. So I said, "Hey." And she was like, "Wow, you're so tall." So I said, "Well, they don't call me the naked giraffe for nothing." And then she started rubbing her hand on my arm, and she giggled. "You're funny." Now I thought this conversation was going great, but right in the middle of it, Simon came up to us and said, "All right, nice to meet you both. We gotta go. Bye." And he pulled me away. I'm like, "Yo, man, what you doing?" I was in the zone, like auto zone. And he just looked at me. He said, "Dude, she ain't the one for you. Trust me." So about a half hour goes by, and again, I'm trying my best to meet new people, but I just wasn't into it in the same way. I felt betrayed. Like I just caught a fish after starving for days, only for my homie to come along and be like, "Nope, nope, nope, put that one back." I was mad, and I thought to myself, I'm not gonna let Simon cut my line here. I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. So I break away from the group I was with, like a boss, and I scan the dance floor to see if I can find Kennedy or Laura. Nope, definitely not with those weird goth kids. Or the dudes that think they look cool by standing and holding a red Solo cup. And then I see Kennedy, standing and talking to some other dude. I was like, no! Okay, well, I guess I'll just wait for her to reject this dude, and then I'll make my move. I mean, the guy's got a mullet. There's no way. Oh, shit! As I watched, in horror, she started shoving her tongue down this dude's throat. Now, I'm conflicted. See, on one hand, I'm like, I can't believe this. We had a connection, and now she's basically cheating. But on the other hand, I'm thinking, bro, she just made out with a mullet. If he can get some, I definitely can. So I'm standing there, I don't know what to do. And then Kennedy turns, and I get a better look at her face. This girl is messed up. I'm talking drunk and high. Maybe she was on drugs, or maybe she was just feeling immense regret because she didn't get a taste of old stehlio. Whatever it was, I was having none of it. I returned to Simon and I said, bro, Bravo 6, negative. Target is chicken wing in the double Dutch oven, over. And he was like, yeah, I told you so. Alright, well, I'm glad I got out of that situation. Then Stehlio approaches us. Now, I haven't seen this girl all night, but she walks straight up and says, hey, those girls over there were asking for you two. I look back at Simon, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see Laura and Kennedy start walking towards us. I look back at Simon like, dude, she may smell like a tire fire, but she's interested. And then he gave me the look. Now, I can't explain this look, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's that look that friends give each other when they know what's right. And it made me think. I may sleep in a race car bed, and I may own 3 pairs of Crocs. Sometimes I pee sitting down, but I know my worth, and I will not hook up with an intoxicated female of any kind. I look back at Simon, pride filling my heart, and I gave him the nod. And we did. Now, I don't know if the girls chased us or not, but they were drunk and wearing high heels, so I don't think they got very far. And you may be thinking, now stehlio, you just ran away from a girl after taking a whole 3 minutes to explain how desperate you are. And yeah, that's true. But I also escaped the wrath of a drugged up mullet kisser. And to me, that means so much more.